This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake your fire.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. You always got to give the reasoning.
Yeah.
It's moments like this that make me happy to be in a position where we can anchor platforms like this, where we can give exposure to information and bring light to folks who are within the sounds of our voices, within the reach of our camera lens. When artists who come, or people just come up on the show and they've been, staying the course and been steady in their messaging and what they do with their artistry has always been to uplift and to feed you information, to equip you, to prepare you. And our next guest has not been here yet, but he's been here in spirit, Heather B.
Amen.
He's been here in spirit.
No doubt.
I've always watched him from afar from the 90s till now. I had an ex-girlfriend who in the 90s, when I had my locks, she wanted me to be him.
How you was going to do that? Break that down. Break that. You going to have to explain that.
She wanted me to be him. And I said, who? She said, Kimani Marley. He the football player? You want me to play football? She's like, nah, I want you to be him.
Wow.
I said, okay, well, let me look the guy up. And I after I looked you up, I was like, okay, I don't mind being like, I get it. But since then, you've done a lot of great things musically, and you're back with a new project. It's been some years, and the album is out tomorrow, and it's called Maestro, and Kimani Marley is here with us this morning. Give him a big round of applause. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah, man. This girl, man, I could tell you her name, too. She was really into you.
We got an ex-girlfriend there.
Yeah, we got an ex-girlfriend together, man. When you did Shottas, oh, man, I was Biggs. She started calling me, Big. Call me Biggs in bed. That's cool. You're never going to meet him. I was like, you're never going to meet him, so it's all right with me. If you want me to be Kimani, all right, it's cool. How you been, man?
I've been good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been good. I've been working. I've been blessed.
You've been blessed?
I've been blessed. It's been 8 years since the last project.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've still been blessed enough to be able to continue touring for them 8 years. And I've been blessed. I can't complain.
Can't complain.
Complain anyway.
The last project, that was Radio?
The last project was Radio.
Radio, right?
Yeah.
One of the things about Radio that I noticed is you had a song on Radio that you had on the Shottas soundtrack, right? The March?
The March, yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that on? Was that offered on the?
Yeah, it was.
Right?
Yeah.
Why? Right? Am I correct?
Yeah, you correct.
I'm correct.
You're
Okay.
correct.
Okay. All right.
I got it.
Correct.
Yeah, that was one of because that was.
He's like, I did?
Yeah, that was like.
I had a few more songs on there too,
too.
but they're not on any of these projects. So that's what I was thinking about. Did I have another song that's on another project?
What song was that?
And I have a song on there
War?
called I Believe is at the end.
I Believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
And then you had
I had a few
was it Free
songs in there.
or yeah, okay. I'm trying to remember that.
Yeah.
What made you decide to rebirth that track for that album, Radio? I know we're talking about Maestro, but
You know what? I think Cess heard the track and just wanted it in the movie. Cess, who is the director. And I heard the track. He loved the track. He wanted to put it in the movie, so we just threw it in there.
You just threw it in there.
There wasn't no particular reason.
Now the Get High track, we were talking about that before we came on air. One of the things I like about what you do with your music is it has the traditional, reggae premise to it, but it also it almost feels like a hybrid because you're able to combine sounds that Ricky Rose might rap over a beat, or some of these more contemporary artists that are out now. Was that how you decided to shape your sound?
Yeah, definitely, because born in Jamaica, raised in Miami. You know what I mean? Raised in the States, and then being influenced by music in general, for me, it was always important not to get caught following the trend or what's hot at the time. But it was important to be able to to create something unique, to pull from all these genres merge it and make it one and make it something that that defines me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Make it something that when you hear it, you know it's me automatically, and you don't have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely was a part of the planning process to be able to merge these sounds together and also make it authentic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not force it, but make it come together naturally. And I think we accomplished that on this record.
On the Maestro record.
On the Maestro record.
All together. The Get High video. Let's talk about that for a second.
Jamaica.
That was shot in Jamaica?
Yeah, that was shot in Jamaica.
You know, I talked to your brother Rohan, and he promised me maybe whenever Lauren did the MTV Unplugged, how many years ago was that?
A lot.
About 10 maybe.
About 10 years ago.
About 10 years ago. He said that I could come to Jamaica and have a Marley take me around to Jamaica. Now, I've been to Jamaica plenty of times, but never with the Marley.
Okay.
I haven't seen Rohan since. I'm joking.
I told you it was a little
I just left him, too.
You just left him?
I just left
No,
him.
I bump. We see each other all the time. But, man, I figured, since we share an ex together,
Yeah.
I feel like that, right? I think
It's
the
only
experience
right.
of it should be us.
Hey, let's
only
do
right.
it.
You want to do it?
Let's
I
do
can
it.
let the locks grow back,
Man,
yo.
listen, I'm ready when you're ready.
You ready when I'm
I'm
ready?
ready when you're ready.
All right. I want to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. I want to talk more about the album and just you in general. You're a very multifaceted person, and we want to dig into that a little bit. Kimani Marley is here. You want to talk with him? Give us a call. Sway in the Morning Shade for
Who the fuck is back? The king of Miami. At least him once was. But that's the big man. Well, we are blood clot deal with this. We are deal.
Got a message for you, bitch.
Kind of message you have for me.
Playtime is over.
Man, I'm a bad man. What kind of playtime thing you have blood clot bring to me? Eh? So what you want from me?
Piece of everything.
Everything?
Every blood clotting.
That might be one of the biggest cult films ever. Shottas.
Yeah.
We got the star right here. Oh, man, I was scared to meet you, man, after I saw that, man. I
Tripping.
thought brother was righteous, man. He's shooting and killing, taking over Miami.
Man.
You had a lot of kids thought they was bigs out there, man. Did you?
I don't know if that's good or bad.
Right? Yeah. But it was, it just gave a lot of, I was just fascinated with the language, the dialect, and how folks communicate. I'm a culture guy, and so that I felt like was giving us some insight. I never the violence and all of that when I see that in movies. I'm an adult, so I know that's movie business. Right. Is there a part 2 coming?
I hope so.
Yeah.
We've been at it for a while, and we actually thought it was gonna happen last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're still having some issues with part 1. There's some red tapes there, some contractual issues. So I know they're working on it. As far as I know, it's getting sorted out. So hopefully we get it done. If not end of this year, then hopefully by next year.
Okay. You heard it from Kimani Marley right here. I know you're getting tired of talking about the same things over and over. But man, that's what people love, right?
I hear about that movie every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, man. That's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing at all. Listen, I didn't even realize it was about, 15 years ago? Or something like that.
2002.
For me, it's like last month.
Because you heard about it every day.
Every day.
Came off the set.
I think though, then Kamani, the running theme to me is just influence, just with your family and your legacy and the name. And I was telling Sway earlier, I remember last weekend I ended up watching a documentary on your family. Yeah. And for some reason, I know everyone talks about your father and your brothers, but your sister, Sadella, just jumped out for some reason to me on camera. And I started listening to her speak. And I was just watching her style and how she talked. And I was like, I think she influenced a lot of females. When I look, I'm sorry.
Absolutely, yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, when I look at India Arie or even a Lauryn Hill, just her style and the way she presented herself. We focus so much on the male side of your family, but the females and the women in your family, how do you look at them in terms of their presence in this industry as well?
Sadella is the boss.
The boss.
She's the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
wow.
She is the force. Yeah, she's the leader of the crew.
It's not Ziggy? It's Sedella?
Sedella run things.
It's so
Ziggy too, Ziggy
get him in
too.
trouble.
Ziggy too, don't get me.
Yeah.
Steve and Ron, yes indeed, but Sedella is the boss.
Sedella.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she came across that way. I didn't know her history or any, but she definitely presented herself that way. And I think just for us females, just watching and seeing her speak, at least for myself, props to her. I'm definitely going to start paying closer attention to Sedella Marley. Thank you.
Kimani, you're as authentic as it gets when it comes to being a Jamaican. And I'm curious on your thoughts. I'm not sure if you've peeped on Instagram or on Twitter. A lot of people now have faux locks where they're not doing it for the meaning, they're doing it for the look.
Right.
And I'm wondering if that's something that's cool in your eyes.
I mean, yeah, for them it's a hairstyle. You know what I mean? For me, it doesn't matter because what you wear on your head doesn't define you. This man had locks, no longer have it, but still a very spiritual and upright person. And I come across a lot of people who have locks and beard and, you know, get you the sign the whole day and they're not clean. So we don't really judge by your image.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay.
They're wolves in sheep clothing and so on and so forth. So
It's your heart.
yeah, it's right.
Yeah, you're conscious. And I want to talk about your heart because you got a song it's called All the Way, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And the way I interpreted it was being all the way in love. Is this true? Or
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so after you took my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to that.
Nah, I never had it.
You never had You have kids, right?
Yes, I do.
Two sons or
Well, I have two sons with sickle cell. That's
Two
a two
sons.
you probably know about through Commish, right?
through commish, yeah. Does that song apply to is it just man and woman? Like, is it just intimate love or is it?
You know, so that song was strictly on an intimate basis, strictly man and woman. But I guess that's the thing about music. You know, when you take that on, you can really interpret it how you want to interpret it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But from a writing perspective, it was about a man and a woman.
Are you all the way in love now? Do you you have that queen?
Do I have that queen?
Yeah.
I have a queen, yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that second part of the question changed your answer.
Not at all. All the way in love. I'm always all the way in love. I stay in love.
You stay in love?
Yeah.
I want to ask you, I'm a father, but like you, my father wasn't necessarily, he was present, you know, but he wasn't always physically present.
Right.
And I learned a lot about being a father, even from that, you know, that my experience up until the point my father passed, he wasn't in my life, but I got to see him before he did and thanked him for the breath. I told him that's all I needed was your breath.
Yeah.
You know, you put that breath in my lungs, I can make the rest happen. But it had me, because of what I didn't get, I wanted to make sure I did give to my seed. What did you learn from that experience with your father that helped you be a father to your seeds?
You know, the funny thing about my situation is that I lost my father when I was 5 years old.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But for me, he's been there every step of the way, every day of my life. There's time when I know I feel him spiritually. And then on top of that, there's not a day that go by also that I'm not hearing stories about him, whether it was from my grandmother, whether it's just from me and my brother sitting around talking, or, you know, old friend here or there. So for me, he's always been present. But I know what you're saying as far as wanting to make sure that you give to your children what you didn't have for yourself as far as a parent is concerned. And for me, I'm trying my best, but that's difficult too because I live on the road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm away from home a lot. But I try to make sure that I keep that connection, even if it's just a phone call, to stay in their head, to make sure that they're doing the right thing, to make sure that they know they have reinforcement. You're not alone out here, even though I'm not here. You know what I mean? You're not alone. And so for me, I think that's that's the roughest part, because I've been out here in New York now for, going on 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's 3 weeks away from my children. You know what I mean? And for me, there is no greater joy than when I'm with my kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's when everything is at ease and the outside world doesn't matter at this point. And so, yeah, but, you know, it's rough.
It's rough, right?
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah. Kimani Marley is here. We're going to go into, which one we going to play? Which? Huh? Oh, we're going to play All the Way? Okay, cool. All right, let's play All the Way. All right, we got time. So we'll take your calls. We'll get to those, fancy things, and we got time.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to throw a beat on, too. Prep yourself, Kimani. Yeah, Sway in the morning, Shade 4-5. Get your mind right. All the Way. Kimani Marley's here. The album is called Maestro. It's in stores tomorrow. But, man, make sure you start buying it by midnight. Pre-order it. Kwesi is here, who's actually from Jamaica.
Penny Jaman.
What I say, Kwesi?
Yes.
Oh, hi. So, I just wanted to ask.
Hold up.
What?
Greet him. Say hi. Let's get
Hi, how are you?
I'm lovely. And you?
Good. How are
Wonderful.
This your moment. Don't jump into the question. Go ahead. Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
It's done? She's breathing.
Put on the spot.
Yeah, Penny jamming.
Okay, now we're ready for the question.
Yeah.
So, you're a Pisces, and Pisces are known to make great sacrifices for their friends and family.
Yes.
I just wanted to know if there's ever been a time when you had to make a great sacrifice for a friend or a family member.
You know what? I live my life that way. For me, it's my greatest joy is being able to see someone else smile. And so therefore, my life is always about sacrificing myself for the benefit of mankind. And so however I could do that, that's what I do. But you're right about Pisces. We're very passionate and we get emotional and we you're Pisces?
My mom's a Pisces.
Oh, so you know, your
Yeah.
mom is a wonderful person. Yeah, but for me, you know, it's my what I come from, my legacy, my family, and then, you know, about humanity. It's really about giving back. So I do enjoy that, and I do, you know, sacrifice myself a lot. You know, as I said.
That's good.
Got a follow-up?
No, I think that's just it.
You sure?
You sure?
Penny John.
Thank you.
I like your advice better than Sway advice.
See, I'm about to take your job.
Go.
Do it, no follow-up.
Took another one of my ladies.
My bad.
I'm used to this. Go. Hey.
Statute of
Won't be the first time. All right. Okay. Great job. All right. You know what I want to do?
Funny John.
And I like your lyrics because for me personally, they impact me. We're in a similar frequency at times. And so we do this thing called Lyrical Breakdown.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown.
I can break it down like whatever you want.
On Sway in the morning.
All right. This is Lyrical Breakdown with Kimani Marley. There's a song you have called Keepers of the Light.
Yeah.
All right. And the lyrics really kind of hit you on the surface, but I want to see what motivated, inspired, and if there's anything specific that you were thinking of when you wrote certain lyrics. So I'm going to read some of the lyrics that I was able to gather, and you can tell me if they're right or wrong or corrected. Okay, we're living the battle, and God is on our side. We're not afraid of losing, not me, so we're not afraid to fight.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Who are we, and what's the battle?
We the people is we the people. We the righteous. You know, and the battle we're fighting is more of a spiritual battle than even a physical battle. You know what I mean? To all, you know, we see the world is running and all this talk about the Illuminati who's supposed to be the keepers of the light. And you know, for me, it's we the people, it's we the spiritual beings. We are the keepers of the light. You know what I mean? And it's really up to us to shine that light and to make that change. So we're living a battle. For me, the day-to-day is a battle, both physically and spiritually. But, but walking the righteous road, we know that, well, we have no fear because God is on our side. And a man who's afraid to fight is a man who's afraid to lose. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's why the coward dies 1,000 deaths. And the soldier but once.
But once, I like that. The cowards die
1,000
deaths. The soldier but once. Oh, that's why you held up your one?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're fighting our freedom for our freedom. We're dying for our rights. Yeah, still in my darkest hour on Dread, I found paradise. Break that down for me.
Yeah. Fighting for our freedom, which is what we face today. You know what I mean? I think with everything that's going on around us now, and I don't want to pinpoint, but we know what's taking place around us.
Yeah, like what's happening in Ferguson.
Absolutely. On a political, social level, and this racial divide that we still have. Which for me I can't understand it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so yeah. And we're fighting for our rights to be equal, our rights to be heard. You know what I mean? Our rights to gain just as well as the next man. You know what I mean? And
that's interesting because when you brought up racial divide, Charleston, South Carolina has been in the news, and the white boy that wanted to, kill 9 black folks, and,
right?
And because they were black, and if you trace back his roots, I'm sure he got
absolutely
black blood in him. You trace back your roots. Your grandfather
not too far
was Irish. What was your grandfather?
English.
Yeah. So you're gonna shoot up. You got to shoot up the whole family members for that plight, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? You said that my grandfather is English. It's funny sometimes. I had a question the other day that how do I feel about white people taking over reggae music? And I had to, remind one that my father, Robert Nesta Marley, is a product of a black woman and a white man. You know what I mean? That unification of both worlds, and therefore, that is what this thing is about. It's about, life is about living and loving. It's such a simple task that we make so difficult. So for me, it's. I don't like talking about race, you know what I mean? Even though I know it is a problem and I know it is something that has to be addressed and we cannot shy away from it. But I love everyone, my brother. You know what I mean? And I just some live my life and I some conduct myself.
That summarizes it for me right there, Kivani Marley. All right. Just wanted to go over those few lyrics because I think they're powerful.
Yeah.
You got a song called Fancy Things?
Yeah.
and that's on a whole nother vibe, right?
Vibe.
What's that song about? Break that down.
Fancy Thing is like a little dancehall vibe, so have a little hip hop crash, that overdub of some hip hop feel, and it's back to the dancehall. It's that feel good kind of, that feel good dancehall music. You can't get loose to.
We could, I think, Kwesi, that the first few lyrics in this song could have been written about you. All right.
Penny Jaman.
Let's listen to the lyrics. Sway in the morning. Could be. Fancy things, they break, they disappear. They depreciate. The love grows. Ladies, it's a message in that.
There is a message.
Right, Tracy?
And that's what I wanted, Kamani, for you to maybe elaborate on, because you spoke about having a queen. And I think, especially for my generation of women, when you see how social media plays into our self-worth and how we measure our value, a lot of it is really conflicting with who we want to be. We have all this comparison. We have all of everything that makes us into someone that we're not. But what are the qualities that you think a woman should really hold on to or cultivate so she can be worthy of that king?
Hold on to your education. Hold on to your self-worth. You know what I mean? Hold on to who you are and who you want to be, as an individual and as a person in life. I mean, I think a lot of it, like you said, the social media and the a lot of things that is portrayed to us, I think, make some of these young girls growing up insecure because they feel as though, they're not proportioned enough to be loved, you know what I mean? And so them start search for love in the wrong places. And so for me, it's just, it's just knowing yourself and wanting something out of life for yourself. And that is not just for a woman, that is for woman and man, the individual. You know what I mean? Just find your purpose and aim to perfection, aim to perfect that purpose, And that's it. I'm a pretty laid back, easygoing kind of fella, and I'm not really, the fancy things, I'm not really, and the bling and the thing that not really excite me. You know what I mean? Because for me, there's more to life than that, and that is what I'm here trying to seek.
How does someone find their purpose though? Because we hear that, and we obviously know that holds a lot of weight. It's important, but like, what direction should one take? What are the steps?
Well, I think first you have to look inside yourself and see what makes you happy. You know what I mean? See what cause there is that you're passionate about, and move towards that. I have a charity organization called Love Overall Foundation because ever since I was a child, I've always been passionate about helping people. So I create an organization where I can, collect funds and have, not just myself, but people on the team who share the same passion and go out in the world and try to make a change, try to make a difference. So, music is one thing, but, my passion is really being able to help. And the music becomes the vessel that allows me.
The vehicle.
Yeah, the vehicle that allows me to give back.
Kimani Marley is here. You want to talk with them yourself? 888-742-3345. Steve in Maryland. What up, Steve?
Hey,
Hello,
Steve.
Steve.
Hey, what's going on, people?
What's happening, man? Say hello to Kimani.
Hey, Kamani, big ups to you, man. Big ups to you.
Yes, Steve. Bless up.
Hey, I'm born in St. Mary, grew up in the States, so from Jamaica, grew up in the States just like you.
Okay.
So that's why I can truly vibe with everything you do. And I'm
brother.
glad that I heard about your foundation so I can look more into it, because right now I'm a nurse myself, so I always wanted to help people. But now, even you're one of my biggest artists, I can follow you and, even help out with your foundation or even give to that foundation.
Much respect, my brother.
One
Yeah,
thing
man,
I
looking
want to
forward
say,
to it.
one of my biggest records that you made is Dear Daddy.
Dear Dad, give thanks.
I lost my dad when I was 17. And, now I'm growing up and, you see all the things that your friends do with their fathers as they get older, and it makes me look back. And when I hear that record, it just melts. And I just thank you for making that record.
Come on, I give thanks. And that record is very,
Big
very
up.
dear to my heart as well. Yes, Steve. Bless up yourself. Enough love, brother.
Steve, make sure to get the album Maestro is out tomorrow. Make sure you pick that up. Yo, Wonder. Last time we had one of his brothers here, he hit me with the hocus pocus, the Marley voodoo.
What happened, Sway?
He did something. It's a Marley thing. Like he looked at me like next
Right.
He smoothed you out.
He got me.
He smoothed you out.
I respect the name. I felt victim. Hey, let it happen again, Kimani. I gotta make an attempt to do what we do, man.
Redeem yourself.
Make an attempt.
Drop a beat on him. Walk a beat on him. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. Legendary. I know you got them book of rhymes.
Is a freestyling, sir? A freestyling for the.
You want to freestyle it?
Well, not really. I'm not freestyling. Give me a yard rhythm. I freestyle it. There we go. I'm in the morning with Sway. Brand new album coming out on Tuesday. Rested on the head like a toupee. Gyal them off and me up like a souffle. Take the walk, I left the walk. When I play. Hold on. Hold on, Sway. I'm in the kitchen, pop bubbling. What you cooking? Aoki and dumpling. I can't left out the carrot and the pumpkin. Bad man thing, not the fun thing.
Big up.
Got me
That's all I
hungry.
needed right there.
That's a make it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I know
Yes.
you can't be up there flopping on
you
Sway.
come up here, man. I want you to hurt yourself, Kimani. Don't come up here, man. I like that. Man, Maestro's the name of the album.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's an absolute pleasure.
My brother, much respect. This is an honor and a pleasure for me too. I watch the show religiously.
Thank you.
I see everybody that come on. I see all the great lyricists you have, and I was in that, that little nervous, but I'm like, I hope I'm come on swing and fuck it up.
Well, I tried to make you as comfortable as possible. I let you know you took my ex.
Yeah.
Just so you know. But now listen.
Yes, sir.
You what you are doing is so necessary, and it keeps us inspired. And know you got an army behind you. That's fighting to do the right things too. Keep our hearts cleansed.
My brother.
And try our best to live my great auntie, Lucy Murph, when I was 4 years old, told me strive for divinity.
Yeah.
She always told me from my time I was 4, strive for divinity. When she would ask me, the difference between right or wrong? I don't know, at 4, 5, 6, she would tell me, strive for divinity. Do as the righteous would do, and it leads you in the right path.
Absolutely.
So when you're in a crossroad and you come time to make decisions, I always think of that. And when it comes to music, that's what I look for. You need that every day. All of us need that encouragement.
Absolutely.
From time to time.
Absolutely.
I want to thank you. And continue the path.
No doubt.
My brother.
And so you tell them brothers when they come up here, man, they better bring a verse. You just okay.
Next time I come, I'm gonna write a verse.
There you go. All right.
Yes,
Kimani Marley, ladies and gentlemen. Pick that album up, Maestro. We got Celebrity Y up next.
Yeah, we got to talk about the BET Awards. Who got punched at Soundcheck and who was banned from the red carpet.
It's Sway in the morning. Only
on Shade 45.